Let's unpack the recent real estate racketeering that has been happening under the guise of buyback scheme. There has been a lot of selling of non-existent land or even overselling of estates. This year, the Security Exchange Commission, SEC Nigeria, released a report about a company that duped people of their money under the guise of real estate buyback scheme. Not only did they refuse to pay back the capital and the returns, they also were selling non-existent lands to people and overselling some of their estates. Before I go any further, the crux of the matter is that if these companies that are offering you this investment are not licensed by the SEC to sell investment to the public, then there is no security. Welcome to Realty Reality with GB. My name is Bemisola Dada Robinson, GB for short. And in this video, I would like to clear some things up regarding real estate buyback scheme. Please subscribe to this channel. Here's where I think the issue lies. We have muddled up investment scheme with buyback offers, and some stakeholders involved have refused to define which is which so they can keep selling one as the other. Now let's clear this up. What is a buyback arrangement? A buyback arrangement is basically you buying a property at a relatively low cost price from a company with the understanding that you can resell it to them or others at a future date and value. Are buyback scheme bad or illegal? No, they are not. Land banking, for example, are very common in rapidly developing countries like Nigeria. Investors buy land or properties near infrastructure projects and resell at a much higher price in a future date. This is the true land banking. Now let's talk about what I've observed in practice. People sell outright investments under the guise of buyback scheme. They sell you a fraction of an estate for a base amount. For example, they sell you 250 square meters for 1 million naira, promising you a return of about 30% within 6 to 8 months to about 50% in a year. Now remember, these are for-profit organizations with day-to-day expenses and also expectations from other stakeholders. Even the Nigerian monetary policy rate, which is the base rate that influences investment rate and loan rates across the economy, does not offer you up to a 30% per annum. Now, this should be a major red flag for any company that is offering above this. Some fintechs like Piggyverse and other fintech apps who does this investment scheme that are regulated by the SEC do not go above these rates. Investment in stock market does not even offer you a guaranteed return on investment because of its volatility. Now, if you're keeping it a buck, I've only seen one company in Nigeria that is in strict adherence to these buyback standards. Number one, they have a dedicated investment subsidiary. There's an arm of the company that specifically handles this investment. That is its sole focus. It is specialized, structured, and clear. Number two, their promised returns aligns with the Nigeria's MPR. They do about a 20 to 25% per annum, which is pretty doable considering if they were to take a loan in the bank, this would be around their interest rate. So no exaggerated promises. If you're able to make it this far, you should wait till the end. Also remember to subscribe to this channel. I have so much insights I would be willing to share with you. Number three, there are actual properties as exit options at maturity, which means you're not putting your money into thin air. You can decide to exercise the option of retaining the property or getting cash at a future value of that property. This is real asset investment. Before this racketeering was brought into limelight, we've seen people try to eat their cake and have it. They would tell you what is good on paper, they will give you deed of investment, allocate to you on paper, but there was no actual property to back up those investments. They were selling you outright investments and not buyback offers. In summary, these are the right questions you should be asking. How much are they offering as returns? Don't be greedy as an investor. Can they take you to an actual property listed in the contract? Are they selling you investment or real estate buyback scheme? What are the documents provided? Is there a deed of investment? A proper buyback contract should have a duration. What is the buyback process? Who is selling it to you? Are they reliable? What is the return rate? What are the exit options? What happens in case both parties default? Never settle for a verbal agreement. And buyback schemes, when done right, are actually a good built-in exit plan for those who want to reinvest in real assets. You also have the option of retaining the property at the end. But to get it right, you need to work with people who know their onions. Now that you know the reality behind the realty, I hope you're able to make an informed decision when it comes to real estate buyback scheme. My name is Bemisola Dada Robinson, GB for short, and you're welcome.